say, hey, I'm in the building. Hey. Man, I just had one of my homies tell me one of the funniest things ever. He said early my boy Charleston White was live, right? And they were like, yeah, man, it's so easy to get girls nowadays because of the internet. He said, you're lying to me. All these dudes sit around with all these boys nowadays. It seems like it done got harder. And man, that has never, ever held more weight until I just heard it, homie. That's the truth, man. Yeah, no, man, these people ain't trying to do nothing productive. They not trying to sit around and build. The only thing that they're going to do is build a multitude of accounts to try to get attention. And it's like they never ever get recognized. And it's like when you literally tell someone, hey, man, I don't want to talk to you, and they still try to chase you. I've had individuals run across buildings. I've had people run into things all in the name of going out of their way to be seen by me. And this happens in real life, so I'm not surprised whenever it happens on the internet, you know what I'm saying? And get this Keisha up out of here. Look at it. We got a Keisha sitting around, homie, which if you routinely get on here every night and you don't produce nothing, you don't get a penny, you don't get no game, I just want to tell you, you're utilizing social media as a coping method. You know, it's the spirit of Halloween. We got a lot of goblins in the chat. No, we got a lot of Keishas, a lot of goblins, a lot of ghouls. Everybody's just sitting around letting out their wickedness, homie, and I'm just sitting back saying, man, I'm just delivering game. If you don't lock the show, there was a block button, and also you could just, turn off notifications. But a lot of you Keishas, I am the sole precipice for your existence. Without me, there's nothing, man. So that's the reason why I say what I say, and that's the reason why I do what I do, man. The goblins come from the left, and the goblins come from the right, and it's like we're too busy looking forward. I see you in my peripherals, but I'm not going to take the time of the day to look to the left or look to the right. I'm just going to continue to do what I do. If it looks fresh, yeah, man. You got to dress appropriately for the weather because it's getting colder outside, man. And these Keishas are getting mad because I'm getting hotter. Yeah, it's getting colder, but I'm getting hotter, man. I look so good, homie. And get that Keisha up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Imagine spelling a larger word that takes more intellect to actually do, but you can't even spell the basic word. A 3-letter word that resembles donkey from Shrek. I mean, you literally can't make this up, man. These Keishas have nothing progressive about themselves going on. They have no money. They're living paycheck to paycheck. Some of them are actually happy that their negative balance is starting to minimalize because they have withdrawal charges. They cannot actually go to an ATM and get $20. Yeah. Can I borrow some money? Looking at, they ain't got nothing going on, homie. And that's the reason why they're going to lose, and that's the reason why I'm going to win. You say you look good, I appreciate it. Shout out to all the ladies. You see, that's another reason why these guys get mad, because all the ladies want to sit back and pay attention to what I got going on. They like how I look. They like how I smell. They like the words that I say. These guys, man, they go on dating apps. They don't get any matches. Yeah. You'll have a whale get more matches than them. So that's the reason why I sit back and say, you got more people interested in something that's in the water than on the land, because you don't demand or command any respect, man. These people are sitting here trying to talk to a screen. I have an audience in front of me. Everything I do is monetized. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say they don't realize the dynamic. I put in the work, that way my work works for me. Yeah. No, man, I put in the work, that way the way. Yeah, the way of the ways, man. The way that I do it, man. Yeah. See, they can't resemble anything that you got going on because they don't do anything. You have put so many different thoughts and conceptions and your losses and your victories upon a piece of paper to the point to where you can reflect and you can actually curate the ideal representation of who you would like to become. You know what I'm saying? You'll do so great. You'll win so many times, but they focus on the one time you lose. Like that Keisha right there. He was sitting crisscross applesauce with both his hands under his cheeks saying, oh, I can't wait till he stutters. Oh, I can't wait till he messes that one word. Oh, I can't wait. Homie, you're not supposed to be sitting there like a goblin waiting on me to mess up. You see, they say they support you, but they're really waiting on you to fall. They want to see me fall. Yeah, they want to see me fall, man. After all, they smile in your face all the while they want to take your place. They're conflicted on whether they want to be a supporter today or a Keisha. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, I would like to give a quick interruption. Make sure each and every single one of you send me a message immediately right now on TikTok, because as soon as this episode's over, I will be sending everybody my Snapchat. That is the best way to talk to me, know when I'm going live next, and to stay up to date with the content. So with that being said, if you claim to be a supporter, then show it. Otherwise, you're just claiming. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't be a clam. Be the man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, how it's going? Man, it's going great, man. And matter of fact, let me get a roll call, because that's another reason why the Keys should be mad, because we're global and they're local. Don't nobody know them outside of their Roblox friends list. That's the reason why they're mad. So with that being said, where's everybody from, man? Yeah, because the game's getting bigger every day. The picture's getting more detailed, but the game's getting bigger every day. We're able to serve it to the ones that want to have it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if I put the truth in front of you and you don't choose to apply it, then guess what? I'm going to continue to supply it, but you're never ever going to see any results, because guess what? You just listen, but you don't mirror. You listen, but you don't mirror. So I can't make it any more clear for you. If you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Hold up real quick. Yeah, get that Keisha up out of here. We got a guy sitting around at 3 a.m, and what he want to ask me is not, hey man, how do I get more motivation? What can I do? What? He want to sit back and ask me how I smell. And this the reason why I say I don't want to listen to guys complaining about not being able to get girlfriends when you're sitting around on TikTok live, endlessly scrolling, and the first question that you want to ask another guy is, hey man, what you smell like? Yeah, get that up out of here too, man. I'm tired of reading comments like that. People that just want to sit back and say, man, but it's too hard. Well, life wasn't supposed to be easy. If you truly want to be someone that is inspirational to many, if you truly want to make a change in your life, then you have to change certain things. What's up? What it do? You know what I'm saying? And get that Keisha up out of here too. We got guys sitting around at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, let me take you out to the movies. We can get some popcorn. We can get an icy. You're twisted up in my head like a pretzel. Ooh. Like, no, homie. I don't want to go nowhere with you. I know a lot of you guys like to get together with other individuals on a Friday. You see, someone like me, even when I wasn't allowed to, you know what I'm saying? Because mama say, don't leave that house. I was trying to get in to chill with a female. Yeah. I was like Chris Brown. I was light-skinned back in the day. And I'm not talking about because what Chris Brown did. It's because of the energy that he carried. All the ladies was coming around me. Even before I leveled up, I've always had game. So I can't relate to y'all that don't get anything because you ain't doing nothing. You're not enhancing yourselves. A lot of y'all sitting around and you got on a shirt that originally was white, but now it's gray. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing great. That's the reason why you want to complain. Well, man, how do I get it? Man, if you stop worrying about how do I get it and start worrying about how you can get a grip on your life, you might be able to be something that is looked upon, not looked down on, homie. Yeah. You might stop getting looked past if you have something to look forward to. What it do, Rain? What's good? Respect. Yo, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. We just keep on building, man. You see, we do it the way that we do it, and that's the reason why they mad, because they never ever can. Even on my worst day, I still be feeling great like it's my birthday. Yeah, no, man, a lot of people only want to acknowledge who you is. Yeah, damn. Yeah, that's how I leave them, man, because I got that magnificent game. But a lot of people only want to say, man, I love you so much in your birthday. But each and every single day they sit back and, you know what I'm saying, they want to gossip about you. They want to say, well, yeah, I don't like that he posted this picture. They won't comment that they don't like the picture, but they'll gossip about you to someone else that whenever they see you, they smile in your face. That's the reason why I say, man, you got to pay attention to the actions and the noise. You have to pay attention to it mandatorily when it comes to silence. You know what I'm saying? Now, my birthday ain't today. My birthday ain't until November 18th. But you got to pay attention to the silence because it's the loudest sound that people never heard because they always want to talk. I come to live with an understanding that most of the majority of the people that remain in my chat, the Keishas will remain by being silent. But the ones that actually respect the game, they are like-minded individuals, you know? So I'm talking to you as if you already hold my same beliefs, ideals, and values, right? So I'm talking, but in real life, I don't do too much talking. I do more doing. You see, I'm a doer. The ones that talk, their talking doesn't equate to doer. They could fill your gas tank up with the amount of yapping that they do. If they were able to put their yapping in a form of gas, they would literally be able to give you a full tank. And it's like, bro, the gas prices are so high right now. I wish we had a way to do that. You know what I'm saying? My birthday's in November too. Yeah, shout out to everybody's birthday, man. Birthday is the only day that people act like they give a, you know what I'm saying? Dang, man. Shout out to homie that's birthday's in November, but Kane didn't feel like reading that. Don't be mad at me if my moderators get you out of here. All you have to do is go to my request and say, man, Max, I was acting like a Keisha, and one of your moderators got me out of here, man, but I really like what you be doing, so please. And if you do that, you will never be... See, people that get muted, they go about it impulsively. If you just reached out to me and said, man, I said this, I feel like it wasn't that, you won't be muted next time. But when you say certain things, when you let that Keisha out, man, there's consequences. You see, a lot of people don't understand that you're in control of your actions, but each and every single action has an equal reaction. You get what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I sit back and I say what I say. For instance, I tell everybody to message me for my Snapchat, right? Now, you have individuals that's like, they swipe up on your story and they say, you're cute, you're so cool, you're a real one. But I literally say on the next day, hey, swipe up. This is a mandatory activity check. If you do not say something, you will be removed. I don't care who you are. And they're like, ooh, not me. I called him cute. Ooh, not me. He would never remove me. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. Man, what did Beyonce say? You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I can find another one of you in a minute, but you can't replace me. You can gossip about me. You can say negative things, but I'm going to continue to have a positive experience, man. And get that Keisha up out of here. And get that Keisha up out of here, too. You literally cannot spell a four-letter word. Four-letter word. Four-letter word. Come on, man. What is going on? No one's special. Yeah, that's the reason we have to stop giving out participation awards. There's a reason that there's a fuck that word. There's a reason that there is a differentiation between bronze, silver, and gold. Do you get what I'm saying? But a lot of people say, well, man, I tried, man, I did this. Okay, you can brush it. You don't have to try. You don't have to, you don't have to try. You just got to do, man. And if you don't do enough, you can dust it off and try again. You can shout out to Aaliyah, man. Nah, back in the day, I used to watch Romeo Must, you know what? And Aaliyah was on there. Boy, Aaliyah was bad, man. Aaliyah was one of them ladies who she really was present with herself. Boy, she looked good. You see, I like them ladies like that natural, homie. Yeah, because a lot of people don't realize they wearing costumes each and every single day. They claiming that they only celebrate Halloween on one day. No, you don't. This is Halloween yearly, annually, each and every single day, daily. You guys celebrate it. A lot of guys' confidence is only attached to their hairstyles or what they wear. I don't wear my clothes. I don't let my clothes wear me. I wear my clothes. I am me. I don't need the hair, boy. You see this face? I look good, homie. I don't need a hairstyle. But a lot of guys, they're only confident because of what they have, not who they are. Touch somebody and say, Maxxkii just spoke the truth. A lot of people's confidence is only attached to what they have, not who they are. Well, man, I got a new car. Okay, congratulations. Everything new becomes old. How have you improved yourself? Well, man, it doesn't. No. Well, I got a lot of money. Okay, congratulations. So do banks. Do I sit back thinking, man, I really like that bank? No, because all they do is take your money. I'm not sitting back thinking about what someone has. It's about who you are. A lot of people validate their deluded confidence from a virtual reality based upon materialism. And materialism can always be replaced. But who you are can't. But a lot of people don't know themselves. That's why they want to talk about everybody else. A lot of people don't know themselves, and that's the reason why they want to talk on everybody else. I speak the way I speak, and I stand on what I stand on. If I feel the need to address somebody, I don't do it on the internet. I go to that person. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you speak in a general, type of vibe, individuals will get offended. And if you get offended, that's because it's about you, soldier boy, and not because I told you, but because you're doing it. That's the reason why I say what I say, because, boy, it brings them spirits up out of people. It does, man, and that's just the way it is. So when people get mad, okay, congratulations. People are going to talk about you whether you're positive or negative. So you might as well just be you, and whatever side they try to define you as is completely subjective. So it's your objective not to give a flying Nimbus. I feel like Goku. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, and I stand on business. But look, man, make sure each and every single one of y'all send me a message on TikTok, homie. Because as soon as this episode's over, I'm going to send everybody my Snapchat. That's the best way to talk to me, know when I'm going live next, and to stay up to date with the content. People don't like you when you're a good person. People don't like you when you're a good person. People like you when you're a good person. People don't like you when you're a good person. People don't like you when you're a bad person. And then there's some people that like when you're a bad person. So you just got to be you. As long as you don't deem yourself as a thing you are very, very appalled to, then that is okay. That's the reason why I sit back and people say, man, you're such a positive. No, I'll say I'm a real influence, because the way that the world's going, I'm going the direct opposite, homie, with my ideology, because I'm thinking that there's a lot of programming that's going on that's trying to change the normality to get people to accept the unacceptable. And it's like, we can't settle our differences if we can't relate. So that's the reason why I say what I say. How you doing tonight, man? I'm doing great. Each and every single day, each and every single second, waking moment, hour, minute, whatever the case may be, that I have another opportunity to perform better than I did before is always a present. And a lot of people, they remain in their sadness and their anxiety and just feeling like they don't know what they want to do, because they're forgetting the fact that they actually are existing right now. A lot of people that I once looked up to, had a liking for, didn't have a liking for, they no longer have the opportunity to even breathe. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air, and you have that opportunity and you're not going to take advantage of it? I cannot listen to that. We all go through feelings. We all go through pain. But it's not necessarily about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to it. And I'm on one today. I said I'm on one. Yeah. The caffeine ain't getting in my way. It probably will in the next live. But for now, I'm on one. You're under no obligation to the person you were 5 minutes ago. Exactly. It all depends upon your actions. You could say, man, I'm not going to do this anymore, and I'm going to start to do that. But it's like, okay, congratulations. I get that you said that, but show me. Like that Kid Ink song. Baby, I'm going to put your name to the side. I'm going to make you feel all right. And I'm going to give me what I need, which is the validation, the affirmation, and the confirmation of what you're talking about. Because otherwise, you're just talking, and talk is cheap. And it don't cost a penny. It don't cost a nickel. It don't cost a dime. It don't even cost a quarter. So I only believe a quarter of what you hear. I'm waiting for the 3/4 to be fulfilled. Yeah. Give me $1, holla. I'm riding in an Impala with my collar. I don't got it on today, but y'all still get the memo. A lot of people playing the games, but it's like they can only play the demo because they don't invest into the game. That's why the game don't invest into them. There's guys that'll walk up to me in person and say, hey, dude, did you play the new Spider-Man? Brother, you don't have a car. Your girlfriend has become your substitute mother. You don't take care of your hygiene. But the first thing that you want to talk to me about is not to how to improve yourself, but did I play the new Spider-Man? Are you serious? I'm not even going to say what I think that is. I can't say it on here. But literally, guys that walk up and that is the topic of their conversation, I know you are immediately somebody that I do not need to try to build a bond with, because you are still trying to live as a kid. When you grow up, you grow up. You don't play childish games, you know? Heavy on the substitute. Yeah, these guys say they want a woman and they command this and that and the third, but if you want a woman, you have to be a man. Well, man, I'm over 18 and I graduated high school and I work. Okay, congratulations, but you don't work on your hygiene. A lot of these guys don't even know how to properly put their belts on. They be missing loops. They don't even know how to tie their shoes. Some of them are still wearing Skechers with Velcros. Get that person up out of here. You didn't say nothing to me first, and you immediately came into my live talking about Jesus. Praise be to Jesus, but I don't know who Jesus is, so get out of here. But yeah, anyways, what I was saying, man, you know, a lot of people don't take care of themselves. They just want somebody else to take care of them. They watch other content creators and somehow they feel like they have became them just by watching them without actually putting into the work. So they think they have these standards that are delusional. Because I say know your worth, but at the same time, knowing your worth doesn't mean you're high value. You got to know your value. Some of you might be on the lower spectrum. I used to be. Every relationship that ended wasn't because of her. Sometimes it was because of me. Woo! But y'all didn't want to hear that. Accountability and humility provides the ability to grow. The more that someone else is always the bad guy, the more that you're deluding yourself from the truth. People will watch and pay attention to you because they want to be you. It's crazy. Oh yeah, a lot of these Keishas want to be me. I've seen people use my profile picture as their profile picture. They sit back and they think about me each and every single day. There are groups thinking, oh man, I really want to get seen by Maxxkii.com. Congratulations. Do that. If that's what keeps you going, hey man, row your boat. Not in the stream, you're in a bathtub. That's limited. There's a cap to that. Eventually, people are going to see that you are a very insecure individual and you have nothing to talk about. So you will literally sit around and talk about somebody else who doesn't even talk to you every day. Real recognize real, but real also recognize fake. Yeah, I'm turning the lights on. Turn on the lights in here, baby. People, yeah, for real, big facts. What's good? Okay, what else we got? Hey, everybody comment, man. I'm finna read some comments for the next few minutes. Also, make sure y'all message me right now on TikTok, man, so I can send everybody snap. Don't think, hey, man, say, man, go ahead and go to those requests because I will be checking my DMs as soon as this live's over, and I'm going to get it to everybody, okay? So make sure y'all do that. If you want to talk to your boy, stay up to date, everything like that, do it, man. Actions over talking. Tell them again. Tell them again. Actions definitely speak louder than words, right? Okay, so I don't see a lot of comments, which means a lot of people were listening. Okay, that's fine. I'm finna get you up out of my live, buddy. Yeah, you gotta go, man. I pray that you no longer appear in my lives, Keisha. Yeah, nah, man. These goblins, they come out of, hey, my name's Dobby. Like, bro, if you don't get man, these people are non-fictional characters living in a fictional world. Living in a new world. You ever read any? That's the way that I carry myself, guy. A lot of people want to say, hey, I'm red this, I'm blue this. Man, I'm not nothing. I am who I am. And there are many different ideologies that I've adopted based upon my experience, and I trial and error things. But just because somebody else says something doesn't mean I'm going to change my identity. Maybe if I act like, no, I am that I am. I'm inspired by many other people, but I don't become the people I'm inspired by. If you compare me to somebody great, that means I'm doing something good. So if you say you look like this person, you sound like that person, off-brand, dude, all you're doing is giving me credibility. Because who are you? You don't even know who you are. A lot of you operate in the realms of anonymity. And you don't even use your name. Your username says username, or you have a cartoon character as your profile picture. So you think that I can take any real criticism from somebody who lives in a fantasy world? Living in a new world. Like, no, goblin. No, it ain't gonna work like that. My, oh my. Like, come on, it ain't gonna work like that. Shout out to, I don't know who he is, but thank you for the 2 roses. Yeah. If your username is longer than my hot dog, then I can't say your name. Yeah. You got too many different numbers. No, I'm not finna read each and every single one. My. Okay, you caught the reference. You know what I'm saying? He was reciting lyrics for a song that I was referencing to. If you would like to unmute him, it's totally up to you. But guy, if you don't get unmuted, you will be unmuted next time. So don't let Keisha out. Oh, you're so handsome. Thank you. Yeah, I look fine. You know what I'm saying? I look great. Shout out to all my ladies for giving me, you know what I'm saying, my compliments. Don't ever think that y'all are getting annoying or anything like that. I'd rather y'all constantly message me and try to give me compliments and get my attention than these guys, man. I don't understand these boys, man. Yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying? But, I do want to cover a topic. Let me down slowly, cover out. Hey, I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that listened to the music today. I really feel like I didn't give you guys enough tracks. So I'm going to do better this week to give you more. And I don't like when it's just covers. I like there to be a lot of original songs. There is one song that I left off of there because I didn't like my performance, not based off of anybody's criticisms on the snippet. Actually, there was a lot of positive criticism about it, but not even positive criticism, but compliments, but I wasn't satisfied, so I'm going to perfect it. I'm a perfectionist, but it's like, whatever you think is not perfect, I think is perfect, and I deem it by my standards. If I can replay the song in my car, then it's good. Regardless of what someone says, oh, you should have mixed like this or sing, I don't think, dude, my art is my art, and if you don't like it, then depart. Thank you for shopping it. Come on. How do I feel about... Well, I feel like Volk, man, the way that I feel about Volk is high risk, high reward. But a lot of people forget about the first part of that equation, high risk. You know, he took a lot of risk taking that bout on very short notice. A lot of people wouldn't, and someone with his legacy didn't necessarily need to. But sometimes people dare to be great, and just because you try doesn't mean you will succeed. So he just took a loss. When it comes to the Ultimate Fighting Championship, there's a lot more consequences whenever you're taken out in that way, but I think that he could come back from this, but I don't think that he needs to try to get back into the ring in January. Fighters fatigue is a real thing, and we saw Gilbert Burns go through this situation when he was trying to make a very quick run to the title. So honestly, I think now he needs to take time to sit back, reflect, and think about his pathway in his career, because at this point you lost twice. Are you really trying to beat this guy to prove it to other people, or are you trying to do it for yourself? If you're doing it for yourself, do what? But a lot of people, they don't continue to try things over and over again for themselves. They do it because they want other people to accept them. If you don't accept yourself, it will never matter how many people accept you, because you'll always be wanting someone else to accept you. So you got to accept yourself, because if you don't, next thing you know, your record will go from single losses to double digit, and you're going to have somewhat of a Tony Ferguson era. And you don't want that. You don't want that. It takes one to know one. But anyways, man, make sure y'all double tap the screen, keep getting the likes up, man. I'm gonna go ahead and... Do you have a steady sleep schedule? Well, here's my thing. If sleep becomes a job, then I'm not tired enough. I want to work myself so hard and get so many objectives done for the day, even for the next day, to the point to where I can literally close my eyes and fall asleep. I am someone who, when I want to go to sleep, when I try to go to sleep, it becomes a process. I cannot get my mind to calm down, and it becomes like a 45-minute to an hour process. And I would like to say it's a degree of insomnia. So I like to earn sleep rather than try to get to sleep, because when you just can fall right into a sleep, that is the best sleep ever. When you can literally close your eyes and like you're fighting to keep your eyes open, that is the best types of sleep. So I earn sleep, you know, and I've experimented with the process and the timing and going to sleep to thunderstorms and this and that. And it's like, it's all fleeting, because eventually you build up a tolerance for it and you can't get to sleep as quickly as you used to. So now I just earn sleep, you know. And you might say, well, I have to get up at this time, I have to get up at that time. I tell you what, you adapt a certain schedule, then you'll get accustomed to it, but it's not going to happen on the first day. So you're going to have some very miserable days, stressful days, where you have to rely a lot on caffeine and certain things to keep you from getting migraines, but that's just the way it is. Sometimes in order to be able to be proficient at a new way of things, is to just go through it. Trial and error is something that I'm good at. I have to mess up a lot. Eventually I'll get good. I'm currently going through a process of learning certain visual editing softwares and stuff like that, and I'm a complete novice. And anytime that I'm a complete novice in anything, I'm asking every question, but I don't ask a question until I feel like it's not in the curriculum that I'm studying. If I feel like it can't be answered by re-referencing and rereading and re-listening, then I'll ask a question. There are good questions, but they're also very, very inconvenient questions due to lack of concentration, focus, and whether or not you're paying attention or not. Because a lot of people, they listen to respond, not to understand. And that's the reason why they don't have healthy communications with their significant others, family, friends, pets even, you know. Sometimes when your pet is crying or barking, it's not because it wants to be annoying, it's because it needs food, or it's actually scared, or, you know. But a lot of people, they hear their cat or dog make a certain sound and now they automatically get mad at it. You're not listening to understand why your cat or your dog is doing that. You're listening to respond, to let out Keisha. A lot of people let out Keisha daily. We all let out Keisha. Now, there are certain people that are the complete embodiments of Keisha, but we all let out Keisha on a daily level. But it's like, whenever you locate the problem, you got to solve it. Where am I from? I'm from planet Earth. I lived around a lot of states in my life. Crazy Float, hey, yeah, shout out to you. It was a remix of Floatin', you know what I'm saying, by Schoolboy. You know, I wanted to remix it. I write all my thoughts down to calm my mind before I go to sleep. But the lyrics were original. To go to sleep, it's comforting and peaceful. Yeah, that's another way to do it, you know. It's kind of like clearing the cache of an app. Hey, what's good, Leilani? Another one of my moderators in the building. Agreed, I'll be having to try and force myself to sleep. Yeah, I don't like that, man, because it becomes very stressful. And next thing you know, you wasted so much time trying to power down that it's now time to power up, and it's like you didn't get any sleep. But imagine if you just completed another goal, washed the dishes, did some laundry, made a new song, drew a new picture, read a book, whatever the case may be. If you feel it, you have a certain amount of energy in a day until you feel gas. And it's like you can push past the gas state to be able to raise your tolerance and have more overall energy. But at the same time, once you get to that exerted state, now that's the best time to go to sleep. You do not want job to feel like a sleep. You do not want sleep, a job to feel like a sleep. You do not want sleep to feel like a job. You want it to be a reward. You know what I'm saying? You rather fall forward than fall behind. Think about that. What was the best metaverse in my opinion? I would say 1, because I dared to try something new. I dared to be great, and it was the start of something great. 19 projects later, a lot of artists don't even put out 2 projects in a year, and I put out 19. I'm getting ready to work on an album, but yeah, those are all tapes. Just being creative, learning how to play guitar, so many other things that just been awesome to experience, and I always tell myself I can do better. So anything I can do better than me. So I'm always trying to improve. I'm not competing against anyone else. I actually get excited when other people succeed. I'm not the type of person to sit back and say, I'm not happy because I'm not a part of it. No, I like when people win, but I just got to stop being, every day I tell myself, how can I be a better winner and less of a loser? Let Me Down Slowly was great. Thank you. Shout out to everyone who's a supporter of the music. Some people are supporters of the non-funny comedy. Some people are supporters of the game. There's different supporters for each and every single realm, and that's why I tell you guys, as a person, do not put yourself in a box depending upon what someone tells you should be doing. Do everything that you have a desire for, you know what I'm saying? Just understand what your strengths are and what are your weaknesses and improve your weaknesses. Don't just try to make your strengths even greater. They're already strong. You got to have a balance with everything. You know what I'm saying? Where I am right now, you don't got to try to mirror. We all start from something, and I was not this person on day one, I promise you that. I was not the greatest freestyler ever on day one. 10,000 hours is a very real thing. We all have 24 hours in a day, and it's all dependent upon you, how you manage them. Yes, we all have different responsibilities and things that we have to cater to, but it's dependent upon you whether you're going to complete things or make excuses for. And if you're going to hold yourself accountable when you don't complete them, or you're going to have individuals around you that tell you it's okay, like, no. So yeah, man, does anybody have any topics, questions for advice, anything like that? Because if not, I'm going to go ahead and take an intermission, and I might do one more episode. But make sure each and every single one of you message me right now so I can send you my snap after this live. Is the best way to talk to me, know when I'm going live next, and to continue to support the content. I'm also happy the views are going down. Let's go, man. When you're speaking real stuff, all the fraudulence eventually leave. So I love to see those views going down, man, because I know people are actually paying attention. So yeah, we can read some things. It says, you can do things you've been meaning to do yourself. You can do things you've been meaning to do to tire yourself out. It's a well-deserved rest. Exactly. No, you're speaking facts. You see, that's what I like about the real people. Oh, look at my views going up when I say I want my views to go down. You can't make it up. But, I actually agree with a lot of comments that are going on in this chat, and that's why I like doing what I do. And the best approach to when you're going live, let your moderators be mods, you know what I'm saying? Because the quiches, you can always make examples out of them. But when you have proficient mods, you don't have to go back and forth with an unknown character. You can just keep giving your game. Yeah, your views might go down, but just because you have less people watching doesn't mean the quality goes down. Those are the real ones that are there for the game. There's a lot of people that are there for the antics. You want to truly pour into the people that are there for the game, because they might just give you some game. Like personal, what do you mean though? Like, I need more context on that, homie. And Pierre, if you said something, my guy, your comment didn't process, homie. So you're gonna need to type that again. Yeah. No, I didn't come through, man. So you're gonna have to type it again. The people who are listening will stay. Yeah, man, a lot of people, they get caught up worrying about, man, but I only didn't get this person only. Man, worry about the people that's rocking what you say you can build. You can't be worrying about people that don't like you or want to believe whatever about you. That's up to them. That's not up to you. At the end of the day, you cannot control anyone but yourself. Let's see, like relationship issues. Okay, well, I'd argue that a lot of people, they run into the majority of their relationship issues is because they don't have relationships with themselves. Because in a relationship, there are things that you like about each other, and there are also things that you can develop that will help the health of your relationship. When you have a relationship with yourself, you know what is good about you, and you know what can be improved, and you improve those things, because when you don't improve them, they show themselves in your relationship, and it messes up the communication. A lot of relationships actually end because of the communication that took place in the introduction, or throughout the majority of the relationship, things start to change. So when you don't communicate what's changing, the person eventually thinks, this isn't who I signed up to be with, and they leave you. But if you communicate, you can actually diagnose these issues before it gets out of control. Because one thing about a guy, they won't just leave a lady. It takes a lot. But once a lady, and it also takes a lot for a lady, but once she leaves you, she's not coming back. Like, taking a break and being mad at you is one thing. But once a lady says, I'm done, and like you get blocked, she is never going to talk to you again. That's one thing about a lady. Once they decide I'm taking this exit, they are no longer going to be on that. Life is a highway and I want to ride it. Oh, a lot of Keishas want to ride the hot dog all night long. But that's what you have to understand. Because like what you'll notice about ladies when you're in a relationship, you'll feel like they're saying, oh, you didn't clean, you didn't do this. You think it's directly about what they're complaining about, but you've actually done something that what they're complaining about right now exemplifies when it comes to a pattern of you not keeping up with your word, you not trying to do anything great, you not leading. So when you're being a follower, they have to take that leading role, and that's not natural. So eventually when they see you not leading, they rather lead themselves than the blind lead the blind. A lot of people are listening, but it's like they don't have any audio receptors. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Mary? Honestly, I feel like it takes a lot less for men to, well, here's my thing. It takes a lot less for a boy to leave. You feel what I'm saying? Betrayal is something that nobody should take lightly, but if you feel a certain type of way, you should communicate about it first before withdrawing. But a lot of people, they go through certain situations where they put all into something just for it to amount to nothing. So they don't even want to communicate. And I'm one of those individuals where it's like, I'm going to let you know what it is. I'm very transparent. So if you go against it, there ain't nothing to talk about, because there's certain principles that once those are violated, there ain't no need for a discussion, because even if I tell you what you did, you only going to correct it for a short time. Eventually who you is going to come out again. So that's why I say, man, there's many different layers to it, but you have to be very mindful. Mindful of self will eventually be, you'll be able to notice when you're doing certain things, because if it's always someone else's fault and never yours, that's not real, homie. You can't claim to be real if you don't realize when you messing up. You can't claim to be real if you don't realize when you messing up. And the proper people in your life can correct you. If they can never tell you when you're wrong, well, guess what? It ain't right to keep them in your life. Yup. Yeah. What's good, Thailand? Communication won't work if one person is dense. Yeah. And like, we can sit back and say, yeah, they did it. No, I literally used to be, and I carry myself in a way where it's like, you can tell if you're not a serious individual that you don't even want to come up to me. But a lot of people come up to me just because they're genuinely interested in how I'm so iron-minded. But like, I used to have this energy about me, like I'm always mad, you know what I'm saying? And if you always have this energy like you're always mad, homie, it's not the world that's miserable, it's you. My views went up. Yeah. I'm glad my views went up. I really would like for them to go down, because I know a lot of Keishas are holding hands, jumping into the live saying, man, we finna say this, we finna say that. But shout out to everybody in there, man. Make sure y'all drop a like. And then go ahead and send me a message on TikTok, because as soon as this episode's over, homie, I'm sending everybody my Snapchat, man. It's the best way to talk to me, knowing I'm going live in the state today with the content. And this week is a great week because the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie is releasing. I don't know how many of y'all are fans of that franchise, but literally when I was younger, I used to fall asleep listening to Game Theory. Shout out to all the Keishas. Yeah, shout out to all the Keishas. I used to fall asleep listening to Game Theory, homie. I used to sit back and look for the Five Nights at Freddy's number and call it over and over again, hoping that I could talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to sit back and I really used to go crazy over this. And now they've finally given us a live adaptation of the movie. And from the trailer, it looks actually entertaining. I like that they got Josh, I think, Hutchinson from Bridge to Terabithia and Hunger Games as a lead character. I think he's going to do a great job. He's had certain roles where he hasn't performed optimally, but I think that he did really great in the Hunger Games franchise. And the animatronics look pretty legit. It's not like whenever we saw the Sonic trailer and he was looking like a fool in the first one. So I'm actually excited, you know. So how many of y'all are going to see that movie? You know, I like earning entertainment. I want to work so hard this week that when I sit down at that movie theater and I'm actually enjoying it, I can feel like I deserve it, not like I'm coping, you know? I'm not going to sit and act like I don't ever play video games and I don't ever watch things, but I earn it. And I have to work really hard to earn it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, my PS5 collects a lot of dust. I just pre-ordered UFC 5. I'm extremely excited to play it, but I'm going to earn it. You said the FNF lower videos from 2015 to 2019 are defeated. 2015 to 2019, internet was just different, bro. Like, it was just completely different. You know, and it's like those times were those times, man. But we're living in a new world. But yeah, the lore was completely different. I heard that Game Theory still continues to do what he does, but I just don't have the time to sit back and watch people like him and like Markiplier. And I don't have the time to really watch that anymore. But man, that content really got me through some tough days. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Does anybody got any top? How do you earn it? By working hard. Listen, I have 200 minimum. I have 200 things a day minimum. 200 tasks a day that I have to complete before I get to enjoy myself. Do you get what I'm saying? So if I got to post content, if I got to go to the studio, if I got to go to the gym, if I got to work on this business, if I got to clean this, if I got to cook this, those are all the things that I have to do before I play a video game, before I watch a show. I like watching Kitchen Nightmares by Gordon Ramsay. It's absolutely hilarious. But I do not use these things because of high levels of anxiety. Because a lot of times, one of the things that I used to suffer with, and I know a lot of you can relate to this, is back in the day, you'd have like this overwhelming amount of tasks to complete in a day, and you'd start off really well, but once your energy depletes, you just completely give up. So then you sit on a couch and you watch endless shows and you listen to endless videos, and now you're feeling better for now, but once you realize that you didn't complete a majority of the things that you wanted to, you say, I'm going to do it tomorrow, and you cope with that, but you know that you feel very, very, very abysmal. So you have to get done what you need to get done, because I promise you that the dopamine that you receive does not go away once you realize you earned it. Everything is better in life when you earned it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to live in a life where my social media presence, I wanted to be accepted by more people. So I used to buy followers, buy likes, buy these things, all these things, all in the name of getting accepted. When it's like, homie, if I don't accept myself, I will always be insecure. So I had to admit that. And it's like, whenever you have that level of transparency, people can relate to you. If you act like you're perfect and you've never done any Keisha behavior, then guess what, homie? You're lying, and people can see right through it. I'm one to reveal all of my flaws because guess what? I'm a human. I'm no better than anyone else. I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday. But a lot of Keishas try to compare themselves to me, and it's like they don't even know themselves. So what are you comparing me to? I got a lot of followers. I got a lot of money. Okay, you can still be a Keisha and have both of those. Doesn't matter. Everything is better. Get that Keisha up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Everything is better in my life when that person is out. You know what I'm saying? You thought you was going to do something. You see, I can read the first couple of words of your sentence and know if it's worth reading or not. Out of there, okay? So keep watching my show and keep quoting me, okay, Keisha? Yeah. You can use one of your favorite statements for your senior graduation from Keisha Academy, okay? Yeah. Out of there. Thought she was doing something. Did absolutely nothing. Thought you were the main character. Shout out to Dolly Bear for sharing the live. Shout out to Savion for the rose. Real. If you love video games, think of your life as a video game. Exactly. I like what you be saying. How are you? I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys a task. If you could all describe your weekend in one word, describe it right now. I want to see how everyone can describe their weekend. I would describe mine as fast, because that pay-per-view event that I went to watch was too quick. There was way too many finishes on the card, and I felt like I wasn't even able to finish my food before Volk, got finished. So it was very, very quick, very fast. How can the rest of you describe your weekend in one word? Productive, lonely, okay. Spontaneous, okay. Uneventful, okay. Peaceful, fast, comical, okay. Wasteful, okay. Hey, you said not gonna lie, I appreciate the honesty. Tedious, okay. So we got a plethora of different, I guess you could say, overall levels of morale. And what I will tell you right now is the weekend has ended, but the week has began. And however you felt does not have to define what you can become. You might feel lonely. Doesn't mean that you're alone, because guess who you have at the beginning and the end of every day? You have yourself. And if you don't got nobody else, that is a presence that will never leave. If you felt wasteful, well, you need to stop wasting so much. I grew up back whenever, my parents, they put anything in front of me. It was to be ate or you didn't eat. And I'm not going to say that's the best way to raise a kid, but that's the way that I was risen. That's the way that I was, brought up. And it taught me to be grateful for what I have, because there are a lot of people that don't have. You know what I'm saying? So if you're mindful of the fact that it's no one's fault that you were lackluster when it came to efficiency, now you can make the proper choice to choose wisely. Because we all have 24 hours in the day. Depending upon how that pie is, sliced, correlated around your responsibilities is all subjective, but we all have time. It's arrogant to say you don't have time, because the ones that are the most successful and have the most still have time, even though they don't have time. So if you can't find time, then you're lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Real. If you feel confident in yourself, then that's the only person you ever need. Okay, hey, I'm gonna pin you with that one. I like everything that you've been saying. You see, a lot of these Keishas don't have no sense. That's the reason that they don't even have no sense that can equal up to $1 in their bank account. But everything you said has been quality, so I just want to give you some flowers. And agreed, realize that you are the creator of your reality. There is nothing outside of yourself. Exactly. So it's like whenever you're listening to someone that you desire and admire, if they say something you don't disagree with, don't forget about the many things you agreed with, getting your feelings, and now all of a sudden you become the greatest enemy of that person. Because that's what happens with everyone who ends up not liking me. I don't even know who you are and you don't like me. How do you not like someone you don't know? That's the reason. I've seen it happen with moderators. I've seen it happen with relationship partners. I've seen it happen with family members. Sometimes you will have to disassociate with even family members. Well, no, man, you should never stop talking to your mom. You should never stop talking to your dad. You get that quiche out of here. You should never stop talking to your brother. You should never stop. Just because everyone is in your life doesn't mean that those are the right people. I'm just saying, blood is not enough for you to keep toxic people in your life. It's not. You can meet someone that doesn't even share the same DNA as you, but you can have more relatability with them than someone who is literally of the same line as you. Only constant in life is change. And I'm finna get this quiche up out of here immediately. Look at you yelling in the comment section. Yeah. It's funny how people that literally have visors over their face because they don't want you to see what they look like are trying to tell you to be yourself. Homie, you don't even want to see yourself. You have a hat over your eyes. That's what glasses are for, Keisha. Now get out of here. I win. All I do is win, no matter what. And every time these Keishas in my building, moderators get them right out of my live chat, and they go out now. Cause all I do is give game to my people. So if you ain't with that, we gonna get you out my chat and you gonna stay there. Okay? There's a table over there, and and they stay out. You know, there's a table and there's a sign above it. I know a lot of you can't read. Can't even spell proper words. You know, you think sitting around trying to sound hood actually makes you sound cooler, which is goofy in of itself. But I'm going to help you. You know, I know a lot of you might have Floyd Mayweather syndrome where you can't read. So what I'm going to tell you right now is that sign above that table says misery. So if you are in the company of misery, you can accompany yourself to a cup of fruit punch and a table surrounded with other individuals who share your personality. So y'all can all go sit over there, okay? Yeah. Go over there. I wish that I could be like... I don't want to be like the cool kids because all the cool kids want to fit in. I'm the type of guy to put on my outfit because I don't fit in with y'all. Yeah. Y'all don't stand on nothing. Y'all ain't been battle tested. All y'all do is talk but don't walk. I see people twice my age on YouTube arguing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I don't like this person. I don't like that person. Homie, you are the age of a grandparent, and it's apparent to me that just because you have the visuals of an older person, but you actually have the characteristics of a younger person. Immaturity is not something that's subject to age. I'm just being real with you. How are y'all doing this morning? We doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? How you doing? But look, man, I'm getting ready to wrap this episode up. Shout out to everybody that was in attendance. Like good riddance. Make sure each and every single one of you send me a message right now so I can send all of you my Snapchat. That is the best way to talk to me, know when I'm going live next, and to stay up to date with the content. Shout out to my moderators. Shout out to the new people. Shout out to the subscribers, man. Shout out to everybody, homie. So with that being said, all you Keishas, if you would like to leave an irrelevant opinion on one of my posts, no one will see your comments, but you can go let out that Keisha, okay? So with that being said, we're going to keep on winning. They're going to keep on pretending that they're doing something, but we really do it. You know, like my guy Dewberry said, we just do it. So, man, we're going to keep on winning and doing what we do. And I stand on business. I'll be back with another episode. But until then, peace.